Introducing the Open Palm Podcast with host Jerome Shaw, available today on your favorite podcast platforms. The Open Palm Podcast is a positive, uplifting, motivational, and inspirational podcast. The host brings his insight and philosophy, and you can't help but gravitate towards his smile, his words, and his wisdom. Again, the podcast he hosts is titled The Open Palm Podcast. It's about inspirational messages, motivating themes, and thought-provoking ideas and topics. He'll also help you become more aware and in harmony with your own life, giving you a better understanding of your place in the world and using your skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. You can find the show today on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. You can also connect with the host on Instagram at Jerome Shaw. That's JROMESHAW on Instagram. Jerome Shaw with the Open Palm Podcast. Motivation, meditation, mentality. Go listen, download, and subscribe today.
Long ago, there lived a famous wrestler whose name meant great waves. He was massively strong and knew the art of wrestling. In private bouts, he defeated even his teacher, yet in public was so bashful that even his students threw him down. Troubled, the wrestler decided to visit a Zen temple for help. There, a wise teacher advised him. "Great Waves is your name," said the teacher. "So spend tonight in the temple. Imagine that you are water. You are no longer a wrestler who is afraid. You are those powerful waves sweeping over everything in sight. Do this, and you will never again be defeated." The teacher left. The wrestler sat still, trying to imagine himself as water. His mind wandered, but soon he began to feel more and more like moving waves. As night advanced, the waves grew taller and taller. They swept away the flowers and rushed over the statues. Before dawn, the temple was nothing but the tide of a vast ocean. In the morning, the teacher found the wrestler in meditation with a slight smile on his face. He patted the man's shoulder. "Now nothing can disturb you," he said. "You are those waves. You will sweep everything before you." The same day, the wrestler entered and won a prestigious tournament and was never defeated again. What do you gather from this story, my friend? This Zen story entitled Great Waves. Many times we are thwarted by the enemy in our minds, the enemy of doubt. Doubt, which can stop us before we even begin. Before we even set sail, can keep us at the dock of our dreams, of our destiny, never going across or traveling those vast oceans of our mind. I'm recalled to Muhammad Ali, who said, "I'm the greatest. I said that before I knew I was." Muhammad Ali, who stated that a fight is won or lost in the locker room way before you walk out to the ring and dance under those bright lights. A battle is won or lost in the mind. A victory is won or lost in the mind. We are defeated or exalted in our minds. Before we ever achieve outside victory, the victory must be achieved inside. What can you gather from this wrestler named Great Waves, who realized that he must win the war inside himself before achieving outside success? May you receive a message letting you know that your image of yourself is more important than others' image of you. Who you believe yourself to be, what you believe yourself capable of, will make all the difference in the end. Sometimes, the most challenging opponents we face live right inside of us. The confidence we need in life does not reside in temples or on mountaintops, but when we look inside of our hearts, that is where we'll find that self-belief that we seek. You can build it. You can become it. You have the technology. Be who you are, my friend. Be nothing less and nothing more. For after all, you are more than enough. Thank you for listening, my friend. This has been Jerome Shaw on TOP, the Open Palm podcast here in San Antonio, Texas. I pray you received an encouraging message, letting you know about winning the war on the inside before you see victory on the outside. Share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. And if this is your very first time receiving this podcast, why not subscribe for more inspirational messages like this? If you would like to support, consider opening your browser to anchor.fm/jshaw, and clicking that support link there is much appreciated. Big shout out and thank you to all the wonderful supporters who continue to donate to the podcast, making it possible for episodes like this. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay healthy, and as always, take care. Hey there, my friend. So, you've heard about Anchor, but do you know why it's the easiest way to make a podcast? Well, first off, it's free. It allows you to use creation tools that let you record your podcast right from your phone or computer. It also distributes your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more platforms. You can even make money from your podcast with minimum listenership. It's everything you need in one place. Download the free Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started. Can't wait to hear yours. Let's see what you have to offer the world.